We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. A pretty nice gain there on the run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the agile move. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. They'll set up a throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Here we go. Here we go. Blue there. Blue there.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hey, come on.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right. Midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Jadeveon Clowney brought him down.
That's what I do.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
20.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
From the 50, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Returnable for Grant. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They'll drop the throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know how we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone? Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin Bush in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Stay at home. Watch the safety creep.
Here's Newton. Dancing to his left. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Newton Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense. Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Now back to throw. It's complete to Grant. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
3 yards. And it's Dolphin 1st down.
On the ready. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Preston Williams, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play, because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a give coming right is Breida. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Let's go.
A solid pickup of 13 sets them up 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. They'll set up to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kalen Ballage His third touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From just shy of midfield, Newton complete. It's Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
That's another Steelers first down.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Dolphins' 31-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Ready.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot. Helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On the right side, open is Gesicki. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short, and now it's fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And now we'll get a delay here as they try to give themselves a little more room for the punt.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on fourth and inches. They run for it with Breida. And he's got room. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from fourth down to first.
First down, Miami.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Play to win. Let's go.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I'm here all day.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Newton. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
At the 48-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
A gain there of 30 big ones. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. Mika Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the first-round pick out of Alabama.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Grant. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Back to throw. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Steelers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now this throw caught left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 32 on the play. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Ready? 180. Check 52. Come on. Great. Watch your slant.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Christian Wilkins in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
6 guys.
The shotgun snap for Newton. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me, What separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
On first down, they run with Howard. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. It was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about. But I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this. You have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Kyle Van Noy, the Pats' leading tackler in their Super Bowl run, in on the stop.
At their 49-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Newton. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Steelers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Newton. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They go play action here on first down. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's Breida. And he's taken down inside the 30. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal.